Good morning, SKN. I am Cortensia Carty.
And I'm Naima Hazel, filling in still.
For Jamie.
For Jamie, yes.
We begin with the weather. It is partly cloudy with a 60% or a moderate chance of showers. There will be a high of 86 and a low of 77 degrees Fahrenheit. And the degrees have moved again. I'm the degree police, huh?
You know you are the weather police. You are the weather police. But it's been a little bit warm lately.
Yes, but this morning was pretty cool.
It was
so
cool.
I enjoyed it. Yeah.
And really nice. It really was. And no rain.
Exactly.
Okay. And a reminder, it's Wednesday. Today is hump day again. I got to meet 2 hump days. It's not a camel. It's the middle of the week.
Yeah, but I promised Jamie I'll get a camel for hump day. Just because he has a hump. And I just keep not getting the camel.
Okay. But then people are going to be confused. They already don't understand hump day. They always think it's something that it's not. But hump day is not that. And welcome to Wednesday. Hump day, you're halfway through the week.
Yes.
And this is the latest in local news.
That will be you.
From SKNS, creatives in the music sector in St. Kitts and Nevis will spend the next 4 days learning about the business of music from some of the best international music industry professionals. Over 20 persons are participating in the May 23rd to 25th workshop at the National ICT Center. The interactive sessions run from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. daily. The design of the sessions allows persons who are unfamiliar with the business aspect of music to be brought up to speed on such. Participants at an advanced stage can gain new insight into the next level. The workshop was organized by the Ministry of Entrepreneurship, Entertainment, and Talent Development. The facilitators were largely recruited by Ivan Berry, a visionary in various aspects of the industry, from the label side to management to publishing. Berry is from St. Kitts, but lives and works in Canada. Mr. Berry will facilitate the sessions along with music executives from USA, Max Gauss, Global Digital Distribution Executive, Spencer Musalam, Music Publishing Copyright and Performing Rights Executive, Derek Wilkie, and Live Performance and Touring Executive, Davon Carty, and Social Media Marketing and Brand Executive, Najiri Tate. Cheryl Ann Pemberton, Permanent Secretary of the Ministry of Communications and Entrepreneurship, noted the topics will include the Caribbean music industry, entertainment law, music publishing, touring, concerts and merchandising, digital distribution, artist management, development, and brand marketing.
So a lot.
That's a lot. I actually remember Ivan Berry. Ivan Berry is actually quite well known in the Canadian music industry for the work that he did. And I was always really proud growing up when I'd see Ivan in St. Kitts and then in Canada, because, you know, you don't see then a lot of Kittians that are successful in that area. Yeah.
So progress.
Congratulations to the entertainers and to Ivan for giving back to his home island.
And we thank you, Ivan. We continue now with story number 2. It installed an advisory board for Nevis Boys Mentorship Program. This by way of a Nevis Island Administration press release. Nevis now has an advisory board for the Boys Mentorship Program after 8 persons were installed as members by the Honorable Hazel Brandy Williams, Junior Minister of Health and Gender Affairs, at the Department of Gender Affairs Conference Room on May 19th, 2022. While presenting them with their instruments of appointment, the minister thanked them for their volunteerism and for accepting the invitation to be part of the new program. She said, and I quote, "I want to say a hearty thank you for your service and your time. It is a voluntary service and we are eternally grateful. We know we cannot pay you for your time, but we want to say how appreciative we are to you for taking this step. We are aware that we are living through very trying times and our boys come under scrutiny from time to time. And so we want to pull back what has gone down a wrong path." End quote. Mrs. Brandy Williams noticed that though some members are busy persons in the community, she is certain they would devote the time needed to assist the island's boys. The minister stated, and I quote, "The boys need somebody who they can believe in, who they can call out to, who they can rely on, And so authenticity, reliability, those are some of the hallmarks, the buzzwords of being an excellent mentor. And I know that you have the requisite qualifications to do all that. Congrats to the mentors.
Yes, congratulations to them. And it's so important that we do work with the boys.
Exactly. They're often forgotten.
They're often forgotten, Boys do have marginalization. They do, and they do kind of get left behind. Our next story is from Win Media, and it's concerning wildfires, which are commonly referred to as bushfires in St. Kitts and Nevis and are quite prevalent between the months of March and June each year. 2022 is no exception, as the St. Kitts and Nevis Fire and Rescue Services has attended to a significant amount of wildfires for the year thus far. In an exclusive interview with Win FM on Monday morning, May 23rd, Fire Substation Officer Mr. Timothy Martin shared that the wildfire statistics for the first quarter of 2022. He said, I could tell you the stats for January to April. So far for wildfires, we've had 72 wildfires. And if I am to break it down into station categories, we've had 30 for Basseterre. We had 2 for Charlestown and Nevis. We had 17 for Tabernacle and 23 for Sandy Point. Mr. Timothy Martin continued, we have been getting calls for a number of bushfires lately. During the year, we normally say fires peak between March to June. However, in March 2022, it was considerably low in terms of fires. In the latter part of April, moving into May, fires seem to have been picked up somewhat. So in that area, in the New Guinea section, we recognize that lately there have been a lot of fires. We've been getting a lot of calls, especially to the Boatyard area.
Mm-hmm. I witnessed one in Connery the other day.
Yes, I did see the fire in Connery the other day. I almost thought for a second, is the dump burning? Do we burn garbage again?
Exactly.
I don't remember that being a thing. But I do remember when I worked in the country near Sadler's.
Yeah.
There was always a lot of fires in this time of the year, and people don't really think about how they affect people. We used to be at New Horizon, and the smoke would come in, the kids would have so many asthma attacks. So a lot of the times we have to be aware. Sometimes farmers are burning their garbage, and sometimes people don't really think about the effects of wind, etc., and cause fires by accident, and really can cause a lot of damage and destroy livelihoods. So it's important that we talk about fires. And we will continue with the news after this next commercial break. Thank you for joining us at Good Morning SKN, and we'll see you back.
I wear a mask because I want to protect my child, but also I want to protect his classmates and his teachers.
I wear a mask because I care about the frontline workers who will have to work even harder if those around me get sick.
I wear a mask to protect my family. I wear a mask to protect you. I wear a mask because it is the right thing to do.
I wear a mask because I don't want to put any vulnerable individuals at risk, like my elderly loved ones.
I wear a mask because
we are all in this together.
Decor specializes in flowers for all events, from birthdays to weddings and any other special occasion. What's a better way to express to the people you love than by providing the finest selection of beautiful flowers and gifts? So when you think of flowers, think of us, Dreamy Decor.
When growing your savings, where you save matters more than you think. Dare to compare and see for yourself why you should start saving and investing at First Federal Credit Union. You don't have to settle for cents. Let your money make sense. Reap a higher return by stashing your cash in a high-yield savings account or term deposit and earn up to 4% interest on your money. At First Federal, we say yes.
Welcome back to Good Morning SKN. If you are just joining us, you're in time for the regional news. The cloud over the candidacy, this from the Jamaica Observer. There is a cloud over Kamina Johnson-Smith candidacy for the job of Secretary General of the Commonwealth. This cloud has been formed long before the Andrew Holness administration was approached to field Johnson-Smith as a candidate. Of course, clouds can yield to a bright sunny day once installed in Marlborough House, as she was recently in Ghana by the We do apologize for the short break in our communication with you. That's due to a bit of technical issues. Thank you for your patience. We continue now. According to a communique of the 33rd Intersessional Meeting of the Conference of Heads of Government of the Caribbean Community, March 1st to the 2nd, 2022, the regional body expressed overwhelming support for the re-election of Baroness Patricia Scotland. Incidentally, Prime Minister Holness was represented at that meeting by Minister Johnson-Smith.
That was a bit of a controversy.
Yes.
Yes, they don't usually challenge at that position.
But I guess they can now, right?
Well, they always could. I think it's just always kind of been the understanding. But if you feel like you can do a good job, I don't see why people shouldn't be able to challenge if they feel they can do a good job. But you know, it's not how things are usually done. Yes. We always have conversations about how things are usually done.
Yes.
So we'll move on from that. Yes. In the international news, WHO Chief Tedros is reappointed to his second 5-year term. From the Associated Press, WHO Director General Tedros Adhanom Ghebreyesus was reappointed to his second 5-year term on Tuesday by the UN Health Agency's member countries. No other candidate challenged Tedros for the post amid the ongoing difficulties of responding to the devastating coronavirus pandemic. This is overwhelming, Tedros said, after another World Health Organization official asked everyone in the room to stand and applaud him. Fighting back tears, Tedros described himself as a child of war after signing the contract for the extension. He said that after witnessing his younger brother's death at an early age, it was luck that brought me all the way here. Tedros, a former government minister from Ethiopia, has directed WHO throughout the management of the global response to the COVID-19 pandemic and withstood occasionally withering criticism over the multiple missteps. He is the first African to lead the agency and the only Director General not qualified as a medical doctor. He is also the first WHO leader not to be supported by their home country. Ethiopia has previously accused Tedros of misconduct after his sharp criticism of the war and humanitarian crisis there and raised concerns about his leadership. Under Tedros, the UN Health Agency failed to call out countries, including China, for blunders that WHO officials grumbled about privately, advised against mask wearing for months, and said initially that the coronavirus wasn't likely to mutate rapidly. Scientists drafted by WHO to investigate the coronavirus origins in China said that the critical probe was stalled that year after issuing a report that even Tedros acknowledged he had prematurely ruled out the possibility of a laboratory leak. Interesting.
Yeah, and to not be supported by your own country.
Yes.
How sad can that be?
That's tough, but that's not an easy job. Nobody really wants to be in charge during a pandemic. No, nobody even wants the job. They're like, go ahead, Tedros.
You do your thing,
You
guy.
do your thing.
Congrats once again to him for maintaining the position.
And well, there you have it. That is the latest for today. We'll see you back here at Good Morning SKN after the break.
Self-health management refers to the measures people take to manage their own health. You and I should remember to wash hands often with soap and water, or use alcohol-based hand sanitizer. Avoid touching your eyes, mouth, and nose. Take your temperature morning and evening. Watch for symptoms. Persons with diabetes or hypertension are reminded to take your medication regularly as prescribed. If you have no symptoms, you may carry out your normal routine and boost your immune system. When you are outside, avoid public spaces and wear a mask at all times. If you develop symptoms, put on a mask and seek medical care. Do not take public transportation. Inform the doctor of your travel history, any contact with confirmed or suspected cases, your occupation, and whether anyone around you has similar symptoms. If you become ill, please rest at home. Wear a mask and isolate yourself from others in your household. If you share a bathroom, disinfect daily using 1 part bleach to 10 parts water. Everyone must work together to reduce the spread of the coronavirus.
It's been 6 months now and Glenn hasn't been working. His attitude has completely changed and he's been leaving the house every day for hours and liming with his friends and coming home drunk and causing confusion.
Gloria, this is what you cooked today? This is not enough food for a big man like me.
But Glenn, it's been 6 months now. You haven't given me any money to shop for food.
Okay, so what you want me to do if my boss ain't called me out for work as yet?
Look for a different job now.
What you just said to me?
Get a next job.
What?
Help, let me go.
Let go what? Yeah, let's see what really happened. Let go what? Watch your mouth with me now.
The weekend mom and dad fight. When are they going to stop?
Domestic violence is not just physical, it's mental, emotional, economical, and psychological. If you, your friend or family member is being abused, you can contact one of the numbers listed below for help. Department of Gender Affairs 662-5492, Special Victims Unit 662-7077, Counseling Unit 465-5000. This message was brought to you by the Department of Gender Affairs in collaboration with the Ministry of Health and the Pan American Health Organization.
Welcome back to Good Morning SKN. Thank you for joining us on this lovely Wednesday morning. Plants are a significant part of our natural environment, and as they sustain all life here on Earth, plants provide us with oxygen, food, water, shelter, an endless source of beauty and delight. Do you have a favorite plant or flower?
Only the ones associated with food. Basil?
I love to smell that. I love to smell both of them.
Yeah, I love them, yeah.
Oh my God.
And it's funny because I come from a family like with a parent who has a real green thumb, but I do not have a green thumb. I have like a black thumb.
Okay. Oh, so you kill everything.
Girl, I could kill a cactus. And you know how hard it is to kill a cactus? It's very challenging to kill a cactus.
Well, we are going to learn how to not kill a plant. We are going to learn about some plants around us here in the Federation of St. Kitts and Nevis. Let us know in the comments if you're familiar with any of these plants.
Oh, this is going to be very interesting. Okay.
You want to begin?
So our first plant we're looking at is the bougainvillea. I do love the bougainvillea.
Yes.
This plant is a tropical vine-like thorny shrub. Bougainvilleas can be grown in hanging baskets along walls or even as a hedge. Bougainvillea are also called paper flowers. I didn't know that. This is because of the vibrant colors of the papery bracts surrounding them easily distract from the real flowers, which are generally white or cream colored.
And those ones are cute. Those ones are pretty cute.
The white ones? I haven't seen too many white bougainvillea. No.
I've seen a few, but they're mixed in with the pink.
Yeah.
Because the pink is the most vibrant color around these
To me,
plants.
it really is. I do actually really love to see bougainvillea, and I do think they make a beautiful. I had a beautiful like, hedge of them over my front yard for a long time. Yeah, it's really pretty.
I remember
They
that
grow
arch.
fast though, and they prickly.
Very prickly. So the red ginger lily, these plants grow best in partial shade and moist, humid conditions.
Oh, I do love these.
Although they can tolerate full sun in some climates. Their flowers bloom between spring and summer and are typically used for floral arrangements. They are red ginger lilies, generally symbolize the strength of love and prosperity. Oh, and they're in abundance with caramel.
They are. That's actually what I was thinking of when you said it. I was like, oh, I know this flower. We see this at Caramel Batik all the time. Caramel Batik has some really beautiful flowers.
Mr. Widdowson.
They really take care of the property at Romney Manor. That's a great place for you as a local or a tourist if you're watching really to see some of the most beautiful flora in St. Kitts. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Very lovely. Okay, now we know. Now, ixoras. The ixora shrub is known for their large combs of bright florets. These flower clusters come in red, orange, yellow, and even pink. The ixora flower is also known as the jungle flame. That's a much sexier name, by the way, the jungle flame. I think we'll call it that. If you're interested in growing these plants, you're in luck. This is because they require minimal maintenance when growing. I could grow the jungle flame.
Please don't kill it.
It said it doesn't take too much to grow.
It doesn't come in black.
It doesn't come, no, but it says it requires very minimal maintenance. So if it doesn't require too much work, I'll be honest, even my basil plant in my yard right now is out of control. I'm like, how do I trim this back? You know, it like flips over, it's doing too much. So if you're out there and you have any advice for me, I even joined that Facebook group that deals with plants. They have like a backyard gardening Facebook group. I obviously need to spend more time in there getting advice.
Please. So we can have blooming flowers and you can even send us your picture of your progress.
Because I do love planting. I do love flowers. It's very relaxing, very good, very therapeutic.
It is. The yellow bell. The yellow bells are fast-growing evergreen shrubs with slender gray-brown branches and clusters of bright yellow trumpet-shaped flowers. They said the sap off of that is poisonous.
We always think about what's poisonous in a plant. Why? I don't know. As soon as I saw the yellow bell, I was thinking, isn't that the poison flower?
Yeah, but it's cute. It is cute.
Yeah, but who's eating the flower that it's going to poison us?
Nobody. But is it? If we eat it or as if we get the sap on
If you get the sap on your
hand. I don't play
and
with it since I know it's poisonous. So
Yes. This is the flower that we fear, and it's so
Yeah.
beautiful.
I know.
I wonder if anybody really has the facts. I wonder if it's really poisonous, or we've just told each other that it's poisonous all our lives, and so we believe it's poisonous.
We don't want to mess with it because it's gonna kill us.
That's what it is. It is what it is. Okay. Oh, now this flower is actually one of my favorite flowers, only because my mom planted one in my garden. And I know that I won a prize a few years ago across the region. So the crown of thorns. This plant has sharp, spiny stems and branches. And despite its somewhat off-putting name, the crown of thorns is a very pretty succulent plant that can bloom almost year-round, even indoors. The true flowers are small and green, surrounded by showy bracts in red, orange, pink, yellow, or white. I love the crown of thorns. I think it's such a unique plant. And it looks like it's like an aggressive, pretty flower.
It is aggressive with all those spikes. The starburst bush is almost called shooting star, and its name is based on its flowers that resemble white stars shooting forth, being trailed by a pink tail. I love it. It almost looks like a Q-tip. These plants are sometimes given as gifts to show support, faithfulness, or loyalty. So a Q-tip that bursts out into a flower.
A Q-tip that becomes a flower.
Yeah.
I can see that actually from that discussion. It's very beautiful, that flower.
My cartoon mind sees things like that.
Yes, your cartoon mind. The caricature of flowers that's in Hortensia's hand.
Yes.
And of course, everybody knows our next flower, the poinciana. This is our national flower. And the poinciana is also called the flamboyant, which is inspired by its flamboyant display of orange and red flowers. The poinciana tree grows as an umbrella-like canopy covered in a magnificent floral display. I love this flower as well, and I love to see it, especially when you're going out to the country. It's just so beautiful when when they're all in bloom.
Yes.
I wish that they had actually planted more poincianas along the.
Since it is our national flower.
Yes, I wish we would plant more because when they bloom, they're just so beautiful. Yeah.
Maybe somebody should make a poinciana bouquet.
I never thought about that. It's very nice.
But I wonder if the flowers are going to stay together. Maybe they fall apart. That's why no one has ever done it.
Maybe. And nobody really calls them the poinciana as much as the flamboyant.
Yeah.
You know, you've got, even in all the businesses, flamboyant tours. Yes.
No poinciana tours.
No poinciana. It doesn't really roll off the tongue like that, you know. So it's
flamboyant is more extravagant and more fancy and
Yes. It's true. So now we know these are the most alluring plants in St. Kitts and Nevis. A lot of the times we take for granted the beauty of our surroundings. So,
we do.
We started that session and I was like, no, I don't have a beautiful flower. And I was like, that flower, that flower. I love flowers though.
I don't know. Do I love flowers? I don't know.
You don't? I wish that people would pick like local flowers. You know, like Mother's Day comes and your birthday and people will send you roses and carnations.
Because that's what we're taught.
Yeah, I just want you fellas to know you shouldn't send a woman a carnation.
Just don't send her the yellow bells.
No yellow bells, no carnations. We'd rather you just pick us some flowers than send us a carnation. You know we know you didn't make the effort with the carnation. No hating on you, but nobody wants a bouquet of carnations. But we have so many beautiful local flowers that we really don't need to, always import our beautiful flowers. So, it's not too much to maybe make a little bouquet for your favorite teacher or your favorite coworker or your girlfriend or your friend, because everybody's always happy to receive beautiful flowers.
Yeah. Even the bougainvillea can fit in nicely.
Even the bougainvillea, but not the prickly parts.
So I guess there we have it for the flowers. So stay tuned. When we come back, we will be joined by one of our nation's beloved track stars. Don't go anywhere.
The continued fight against COVID-19 requires the continued practice of public health measures across all sectors and in every community. Frequent and proper hand washing, wearing face masks, and physical distancing. Do you know who is not physical distancing? The Aedes aegypti mosquito. Let's avoid overloading our healthcare systems. This means simultaneously protecting yourselves and your loved ones from all disease, including mosquito-borne illness like dengue fever, Zika, and chikungunya viruses. Did you know that dengue is the most common mosquito-borne viral disease in the world? So let's get to work. Use window and door screens to keep mosquitoes out. Change the water in vases and scrub inside surfaces to remove mosquito eggs. Avoid using saucers with potted plants to prevent collection of water. Securely cover water barrels and drums with mosquito netting and properly fitted covers. Scrub the inside walls of water barrels and drums with detergent 1 to 2 times per week. Walk around the outside of your home and remove or overturn containers that can collect water and become breeding sites. Mosquitoes only need a small amount of water to lay their eggs. Remove unwanted cans, bottles, buckets, or used tires. Other items still in use must be properly stored in covered areas to avoid water settling in them. Clean roof gutters and air conditioner trays. Debushing and removing tall grass from around your home or establishment is also key to reducing mosquito populations. To decrease your risk of being bitten by infected mosquitoes, use proven personal protective methods too. Apply an effective mosquito repellent to exposed areas of skin according to manufacturer's instructions. Wear light-colored long pants and shirts while outdoors in the early morning and late afternoons. Further, protect vulnerable family members like pregnant women, children, the elderly, and persons who are unwell by using mosquito nets to sleep or rest, even during the day. Fight the bite and protect yourself and your family too from mosquito-borne diseases. This message is brought to you by the Pan American Health Organization, Office for Barbados and the Eastern Caribbean countries.
Let me see you shake like earthquake now. Shake. Let me see you shake like earthquake now. Shake. Let me see you shake like earthquake now. Shake. Shake. Drop to the ground and take a little cover under a table or strong furniture. Kneel. Bend your head close to your knees. Hold on to a table leg or desk, please. Hands behind your head, protect your neck with your arm. Face away from windows, you must understand. If you don't have a shelter to hang on to, remain in a place till the shaking's through now. Shake. Let me see you shake like earthquake now. Shake. Let me see you shake like earthquake now. Drop, cover and hold. Stay in control. Drop, cover and hold. Shake. Let me see you shake like earthquake now. Shake. Let me see you shake like earthquake now. Wave tsunami, wave tsunami, wave tsunami. Move away from doorways, windows and shelves. Heavy objects could drop. You could damage yourself. Cabinet and bookcases may also fall. Light fixtures and objects mounted on the walls. And if caught outside, find an open space. Debris from buildings may fly in your face. Kneel or sit on the ground. Cover your head and remember every word that I said. Shake. Let me see you shake like earthquake now. Shake. Let me see you shake like earthquake now. Drop, cover and hold. Stay in control. Drop, cover and hold. Don't panic. Shake. Let me see you shake like earthquake now. Shake. Let me see you shake like earthquake now. Wave. Tsunami. Wave. Tsunami. Wave. Tsunami. Drop. Everybody now. Drop. I wanna see you now. Cover your head. Cover your head. Drop. Say everybody now. Tsunami. I want you to put up all your hands. Tsunami. I want you to put up all your flags. Tsunami. Yeah. Tsunami. Yeah. Tsunami. Do not go home without permission. Stay and wait for help and instructions. Do not go down by the seat to watch the action. Just to talk about what has happened. In science lab, chemicals may drop. Exit only after shaking has stopped. Do not panic, everything will be fine. Don't use the phone line at this time. Shake. Let me see you shake like earthquake now. Shake. Let me see you shake like earthquake now. Drop, cover and hold. Stay in control. Drop, cover and hold. Don't panic. Shake. Let me see you shake like earthquake now. Shake. Let me see you shake like earthquake now. Wave tsunami. Wave tsunami. Wave tsunami.
No cash, no car, no problem. Dad, embrace the freedom.
Good morning, SKN, and welcome back. It is time for Connections. And today we will be connecting to Ohio. You're like, Ohio? Yes. Ohio is the home of one of St. Kitts' most beloved track and field athletes, Amaya Clark. Amaya hails from the community of Christ Church right here in the Federation of St. Kitts and Nevis. She made her Olympic debut last year at the 2020 Summer Olympics in Tokyo. Amaya is currently studying at the University of Akron in Ohio, and most recently she participated in the Mid-American Conference. Amaya was victorious as she became the back-to-back MAC champion and broke both the MAC and school record with a time of 11.41 seconds in the 100 meter. Therefore, it is our absolute pleasure to welcome this track and field star, Amaya Clark, to Good Morning SKN's Connections. Good morning, Amaya.
Good morning, welcome.
Good morning.
How are you feeling this morning?
I'm feeling good.
Yeah, you look great. You look
she's
great.
Glowing, she's glowing.
So this is very exciting. You won again.
Yes,
how did you feel? Like, I know everybody looks at races, but how did you feel when you hit that finish line at the 100 meter and you realized that you'd earned this back-to-back championship?
I felt overwhelmed. I felt so good. Like the first 2 days was very challenging. I was like, I really gotta get it. I gotta get it. And I was like so frustrated because like I came out with the 3rd fastest time and I was like, okay, Maya, you gotta get it for the finals. You really gotta get it. And I was like feeling sick for the past 2 days. So I definitely did not discourage myself for the 3rd day. And I really did when I said I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it.
We like that about you. So tell us about the preparation process for the championship and any other key that you use during this time.
Just go back to the drawing board and, refocus. Even if I'm down, I just go back, talk to my coach, and she would just, it's a really quick fix. Sometimes I'll be mentally down with certain stuff, but, I'm confident enough to do stuff.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think that track and field is just about having the skill to run fast, but I don't think they really understand how much mental preparation goes into being a championship athlete, because you're a championship athlete. So what about your experience? Go ahead.
We're not like robots running, like we're human, like real life human.
I like that you said that.
Like that,
Yeah, so your experience, so I imagine it must have been a bit nerve-wracking at the 2020 Summer Olympics. What was your experience there, and do you feel like something you learned has helped you to get to where you are now?
Yes, I was very, very nervous. That was my first ever big meet. So it's like me going into the the preliminary, get out to the prelims to the first round was a big step for me. But next Olympics, hopefully I make it. I just want to make to the finals and get at least a medal for St. Kitts, because many of our girls did not get any medals at the Olympics, so I want to be the first to do that.
That's exciting.
Okay, so the Olympics captured an iconic photo of you flipping your braids. I notice every time you run with a hair of color. Is this just you, or would you say you have a certain personal style and flair?
That's really, so I wanted to see how it's like to wear burgundy, because I had never had a color in my hair yet. So
I love burgundy braids.
I was like, Auntie, because I was in Florida at that time. I was like, Auntie, can we go to the hair store and get like a burgundy type of color so I could try it out? Because at first I was scared. She was like, oh girl, you go for it. And then she did it. And then I booked a hair appointment with this Nigerian lady, and she just gave me 30 feed-ins. And from that, my hair went viral after that. So.
Now you can't change your hair, girl. Now now they're gonna be like, where are Maya's braids?
So next Olympics you have to come with a brighter color.
Yes, we can't wait to see what comes next.
I might just come with the flag. You never know.
I taught that.
And we would know. We'd be like, hey, that was us.
Representing.
So now, are you readying yourself for the 2024 Olympics? And are there certain qualifiers that you have to do well in to achieve that goal?
Okay, it's like the same process, but I'm really trying to qualify to get a nice spot in that.
Okay, good stuff.
I really try to get the mark to qualify for the Olympics.
What does that mean? Go ahead.
Okay, so basically I got a waiver.
Yes.
To get in, even though I ran really well. You have to run 11.1 to get in, but I ran 11.5. But I mean, as the year go by, I might run faster. So hopefully I get in with the actual qualifying mark.
Yes. Okay. As the year goes by, you will run faster and you will get in. We just saw your affirmation on screen that you give yourself. So we believe in you. We have confidence. And we're going to continue speaking to you after the commercial break, when we'll return with Amaya Clark.
Consuming excess salt can lead to heart attack, high blood pressure, and even stroke, and other health-related conditions such as kidney disease.
To Good Morning SKN, we are speaking with Amaya Clark, the track and field athlete that hails from our beautiful Twin Island Federation, St. Kitts and Nevis. Amaya, we would like to know, what are you studying at the University of Akron?
So I study the sports management part at the University of Akron. It's basically like a business kind of course, but it's not strictly business. It's like, it's like some physical education plus the business in it, like a balance.
Okay.
That's exciting, sports management. I don't think we have very many persons back home that study sports management. So it's exciting that you would go away to study something in your field that could then help back here in St. Kitts. I hope you'll return home with that degree. So in your opinion, speaking of home, what is the major difference between track and field in the US and here in St. Kitts and Nevis?
Okay, so track and field in the US is a bit kind of easier than what Mr. Morton used to give me back home. It was like very challenging, you know, so much challenge. But here is, we definitely do a lot of running. Back home, I never used to do a lot of like lifting.
Okay.
So it's like the lifting would have helped me back home more.
Yeah,
but
the strength training, yeah.
That's why, that's what really helped in me, you know, getting me tone, strength, and stuff like that.
It's a full body experience being a track and field athlete. A lot of work, diet, right? I think supplements. Then you have to worry about training, strength training. Like it's just so much form.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's a lot. I don't think people realize. I think they just think you go out there, Maya, you got your cute braids, and you just start to run. But so much preparation goes in. It's much more preparation for one race or two races. It's like years and years and years of preparation.
But she does look like an upcoming protege, Grace. I think Mr. Morton trains her as well. Grace Caxton. You ladies sort of resemble. Yeah.
Yes.
You sort of resemble. Okay.
Yeah.
So here in the Federation, we concentrate on track and field. Why do you think this is so? Should our athletes try other sports?
I mean, it's up to them if they want to try other sports.
Okay.
It's not my decision for them, but if they willing to try track and field, they can also come. They are welcome, but it's not an easy sport.
Yes.
It's one of the toughest sport that any other sport even do.
Yeah. And so what would be your advice to I'll say young woman that is interested in being like you, Amaya, and getting into a career in track and field? What do you think that she should be focusing on?
She had to always eat right, sleep well, you know, train hard, and not gonna get far enough, you know.
Yeah.
I know there's a lot of athletes are very lazy. I was one of them. I used to be very lazy, especially when I was in St. Kitts. Like, I never used to finish my workout. I used to always tired, like, because of sleepless nights and stuff like that.
Okay.
They gotta make sure you sleep. Sleep is the most important thing.
Essential, yeah. And I always think about it because I know a few athletes that train at that level, and I always think, like, if they don't get a good night's sleep, then the next morning they can't train properly. Then the coach is mad because they're tired and they can't do what they have to do. So it really is a commitment. So that's so important. Okay. So what do you do to relax? Because you can't always do track and field. So what do you do to relax in your downtime?
For me, I always listen music, so that helped me relax. And plus, I have panic attack too, so it's like it helped calm me down a little bit.
Yeah, I could imagine.
I get really nervous. I might not look nervous, but I get nervous.
Yeah, I'm glad she brought that. Yeah, because, you know, the athletes, I was telling you, I used to work with the Kim Collins Foundation. I still do some work with them, and that's some of the work I do with them, the psychological work to address, like, panic attacks, motivation. So a lot of track and field in most sports is so mental. So it's so important that you find a balance. But you said music. So what kind of music you like, Amaya?
It's a little bit of mix, like jumpy music, hype music.
Yeah.
Small acts.
Yeah, I was just listening to some calm music, like for my panic attack, like calm music. Yeah,
some calm, smoothing, bilateral stimulation. That's what we'd say in therapy.
So, do you listen to any music from home, like carnival music?
Carnival? No, I don't listen to carnival music. No.
Okay, go ahead. So, what is next for you, Amaya? What is your next race? What are you preparing for specifically?
Right now, I'm preparing for regionals here in Indiana. So I really start running by tomorrow. My goal is to, like, you know, make it to the top 24 and then make it to the top 12 so I could go to nationals. So that's my main focus. I've never been to nationals here before. So I'm hoping to be qualifying for the one and go.
Yes, well, you are the champion, and you did come with a great time, 11.41. I know you're aiming for the 11.1, but that's a pretty phenomenal time. Like 11 seconds for a 100-meter race is, I think I could run that in 18 seconds. And I'm being kind to myself.
Maybe 20.
It might be 22. But it is a great accomplishment, and we're very, very proud, Amaya, to see the success that you're having in the United States, and look forward to seeing you more on the world stage, where we know you're going to continue to grow in success. And we thank you for being here with us this morning on Good Morning SKN, and we will see you flipping those braids, girl.
In 2024.
In 2024.
Come with the color. We're looking out for it.
Thank you for joining us. And thank you all of those who have joined us here at Good Morning SKN, and we will continue very soon. Up next, we will be talking about and possibly tasting some delicious cupcakes.
Food. Dessert.
Hi. If you are a smoker, please pay attention to this message. According to the World Health Organization, there are 1.3 billion smokers in the world today, and tobacco kills 1 out of every 2 smokers. Did you know that there is enough nicotine in 5 cigarettes to kill an average adult if ingested whole? There are more than 7,000 chemicals in tobacco smoke, of which more than 250 are known to be harmful. More than 69 are known to cause cancer, and 16 are classified as Group 1 carcinogens. Smoking kills. Are you ignoring that warning every time you smoke? Please stop. Smoking can lead to severe health complications and even death. It affects almost every organ in the body, especially the lungs and heart. It raises blood pressure, increases blood clots, and increases the risk of stroke, heart attack, and cancer. It is hard to quit smoking, but it is not impossible. Don't let tobacco destroy you. Remember the 4 Ds to curb your tobacco cravings. 1. Delay. Set a time limit before you decide to smoke. 2. Drink water. Go get a drink before you do anything else. 3. Do something else. Have a goodie bag handy of other things to do. And 4. Deep breathing. Take at least 10 deep breaths every time you think about smoking. Quit smoking and live a longer and happier life. This message is brought to you by the Ministry of Health, St. Kitts and Nevis.
Did you know that there are certain seasonings that contain more salt than you actually need? There are more natural, healthier ways to reduce the salt intake in your dishes by using natural things like onions, garlic, seasoned peppers, and even thyme and merengue powder.
Everyone is encouraged to adopt a healthy and positive approach to daily life. Here are a few friendly reminders.
When you go to the local market and food vendors, remember to maintain a social distance of 6 feet or 2 meters apart. And always wear your mask.
Always keep your hands clean. Wash your hands with soap and water or use an alcohol-based hand sanitizer.
When dining, choose restaurants with staggered seating. This will lower the risk of transmission.
If you have a fever, cough, or other respiratory symptoms, please wear a mask and seek medical care immediately. Rest at home and do not visit the food vendors, local markets, or restaurants.
Welcome back to Good Morning SKN. It's time to talk about dessert. My mouth is watering. Sassy K's Cupcakes is a local dessert shop that offers a variety of sweet treats such as cupcakes, cinnamon rolls, cookies, and more. For today's expression, we will be speaking with the owner of Sassy K's Cupcake, Kashikwa Williams. Welcome to Good Morning SKN.
Thank you.
Now, where's the coffee in the cake? Coffee in the cake. Coffee in the cake. So, Kashikwa, what inspired you to launch Sassy K's Cupcakes? Have you always been into baking?
Yes, well, I always had a passion for baking. And when I was ending my college years at CFBC, one of my friends asked me, basically begged me to do some cupcakes for them because a few persons knew that I do cupcakes, but they didn't know that like publicly. It wasn't like public knowledge. So then after they tried them and then they asked again, they was like, you really need to start. So I got the encouragement and I decided to go with it. I always wanted to be an entrepreneur, but I didn't know it would have come so fast. Like I was only 18 at the time.
You know, young entrepreneurs at 18 is a good age
to begin.
Okay, so tell us about your experience then as a young entrepreneur and specifically your first year in business.
Okay, so experience in terms of like lessons for me, myself.
Because you were 18. How old are you now?
I'm 21.
21. So your first year at 18, just coming out of CFBC must have been a bit challenging.
Yes. And it was because it was at the ending of CFBC, so I was doing exams around the time of considering it. So basically, for me personally, it was more so along the fact of having confidence in myself to start it and giving myself a bit of self-compassion even up to now, because I found myself being really hard on myself throughout the process, thinking, oh, I should be here with the baking, and the reality is I just started and I was just doing it as a small thing. So then afterwards I had to really focus like on quality, make sure the taste was good, make sure presentation, everything aligned more than before. So it was a bit of a challenge learning everything all at once so suddenly, but it was a good experience.
Yeah, it sounds like you learned even to say self-compassion. We're grown-ups, like even as a older woman, mature, we still struggle with self-compassion.
Yeah.
So that's a really
Trust
important
me.
lesson in life and business.
Trust me, we know it all too well. So how has Sassy K's Cupcake grown since you started it?
Okay, so personally, I would say the growth is more so with the pastries, because when I first started, it was just cupcakes focused.
Okay.
And then over time, I added more pastries, so like cinnamon rolls.
My favorite, by the way.
Cookies. Oh, well, you need to try our cinnamon rolls. Customers rave about them.
She got the sales pitch. She got the sales pitch right here, now, but she just sold you a cinnamon roll.
She literally did. You don't know. I'm literally thinking about the cinnamon roll and salivating. I'm like, cinnamon roll.
Yeah, so like cupcakes, cinnamon rolls, parfaits, mini parfaits, charcuterie boards, which people mostly use for like
parties,
picnics and those things.
You did all this.
Yes.
That's really exciting.
Yeah.
Okay, so you were just saying you do charcuterie boards. You do. What made you actually diversify your business into these interesting other areas? Because like nobody, I don't know anybody in St. Kitts who does charcuterie boards, and really they're the best thing at a party. You have friends. So what made you diversify into these other products?
Okay, well, I technically got inspired because we have a few persons, but you have to really look around. But I got inspired, and basically for diversifying from cupcakes, I knew I wanted to grow as a baker. I didn't want to stay as just cupcakes. Even now, like I'm always experimenting, even when people don't think I'm experimenting. I'm always experimenting to get more pastries and on the market, because you have to find a niche. So
yes, you have to. You have to.
Well, you're really making your way as a young entrepreneur.
So do you make cakes?
Practicing at the moment.
Oh,
yes.
You heard it here first. It's coming soon. We had a lot of exclusives this week, right?
We've had a lot of exclusives, but this one is the best because it's got food.
I know. Cake.
Okay, we're gonna return back with, of course, the proprietor of Sassy K's Cupcakes. I'm advertising, and we'll return right after the next. No, we're not returning yet.
Not yet. We're still gonna talk about.
I tell you, they're gonna fire me from Studio 327. They're just gonna let me go. I never follow the rules. I'm so sorry,
Kashikwa, did you study, what did you study at CFBC? Was it the culinary arts or?
No, I studied office administration and management, and I came out as the National TVET Scholar.
Okay, let me understand what you're saying. Hold on a second, let me understand. Now she really got me now. See, this is why I needed more time.
And Tech Voc. Do you see that?
Tech Voc.
So this is the scholar, and then we have the runner-up right here, Clarice. Do I have the name correct today, Clarice?
All right. Okay, so you studied office administration and went into baking. I find that really inspiring because I actually find young people sometimes go into the field that they kind of come out of high school really successful at, but then think they're stuck there. But I'm sure that your office administration skills really help you in running your own business as a young entrepreneur.
Yes, because I was always studying business. Like in high school, I was doing business as well. I did all business subjects except for one science, because I wanted like to just have a science.
Yeah, everybody has to have a science.
Yeah.
So that really benefited you. That's very important information because I think a lot of people want to start businesses. They have a good idea and they think, oh, that's going to be it. I have a good idea, but it really requires some business skills and training.
It does.
So would you encourage young people in high school, since you started your business so young, what would be the advice that you'd give to young people in high school as to how they should focus to get to where you are at 21?
Well, I would say invest in yourself, invest in that trade. So if you have a passion, go for it. So if you already have an idea of where you're trying to head, start doing the little things to help. So if it's as far as you're wanting to do a course for the baking or whatever the trade is, take that time to do that. Use YouTube. Oh my goodness. YouTube
learn anything on
I look at YouTube and Pinterest. I love Pinterest all the time to get ideas with like my piping, with the designs and everything, like with baking. So like use social media as a tool and not just like in people pictures.
Not just to watch the Johnny Depp and Amber Heard.
Yeah, she's
We're all
correct.
watching that.
She is correct. So, folks, don't go anywhere. Cake and coffee up next. Stay tuned.
Everyone is encouraged to adopt a healthy and positive approach to daily life. Here are a few friendly reminders.
When you go to the local market and food vendors, remember to maintain a social distance of 6 feet or 2 meters apart. And always wear your mask.
Always keep your hands clean. Wash your hands with soap and water or use an alcohol-based hand sanitizer.
When dining, choose restaurants with staggered seating. This will lower the risk of transmission.
If you have a fever, cough, or other respiratory symptoms, please wear a mask and seek medical care immediately. Rest at home and do not visit the food vendors, local markets, or restaurants.
Let's face it, most parents or guardians don't want to think about their teens having sex, let alone contemplate the possibility that they might get pregnant or get someone pregnant. Teenage pregnancy is a situation that involves female adolescents. A teenage female can be pregnant as early as age 12 or 13, although it is usually 14 and older. The fact that teenagers become pregnant is related to many factors. Here are some tips to decrease teen pregnancy. Teach teenagers comprehensive sex education. Target messages at teen boys, not just girls. Get the whole community involved. Encourage mentoring, parental involvement, and support. This message was brought to you by Project Viola through the Department of Gender Affairs with support from the Basic Needs Trust Fund and the Caribbean Development Bank.
No cash, no card, no problem. Dad, embrace the freedom.
As a hypertensive patient, in my home, I reduce salt intake by not adding salt during the preparation of my food, not having a salt shaker on my table, limiting the consumption of salty snacks, and choosing products with low sodium content. That's why I am Salt Smart.
Welcome back to Good Morning Morning SKN. We hope that you have been with us all morning, but if you're just joining us, you've come for the perfect time. We're about to eat some food. Hello. Okay, so we're here speaking with Kashika Williams. She's the owner of Sassy K's Cupcakes, and she brought some cupcakes with her, and we're about to play a game. Now, you know we love games called Guess the Cupcake Flavor. We're so sorry to tell you this, but we are super competitive, right? We have been trying to beat each other for the last 2 weeks. We've been doing a lot of tying. But I'm convinced that today, that my belly is gonna win this game. It's gonna win this game, Guess the Cupcake.
We will see that. We will see that.
We'll see. So we're gonna put down our blindfolds and, oh wait, first let's spray, sanitize.
Oh yes.
Come on, be wise and sanitize. Oh,
I'm getting no love. Maybe it's not open.
Maybe it's not open. Poor us, getting no love. There we go. Okay.
All right, I'm convinced that it doesn't want to work for us.
Technical difficulties?
Really? Technical difficulties, okay.
Okay, I appreciate that. Just do what we gotta do. We just gotta do what we gotta do. Okay, we are ready because nothing is gonna keep me from winning this here game.
Or eating some cake.
I wanted to sanitize.
Oh, do you want some? We're like, she doesn't need any sanitation. Look at this.
Can I put on the cover before she?
Yes, this is when women compromise and innovate.
Yes.
Okay, here we go. Okay, so now we're ready.
Don't open your eyes. Naima can't win. Naima, I can still see your blindfold is still.
I just want everybody to look at my face. This is going to be the winning face. Here we go. Ready.
This is the winning face. Right
okay. We're ready for you.
I'm ready, like Freddy.
I'm trying to make sure Naima like peeping.
I'm not peeping. I never cheat. You know what school I'm from?
Oh.
Washi.
Unfair. Oh my gosh. Using washi to her advantage.
Yeah, we never cheat. We just win fair.
Okay. Keep winning.
Okay.
Basta will have it today. That's more.
Alrighty, here we go. So what will we be trying today? 2 different cupcakes?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so the cupcakes are on the plate.
Okay, you tell us where.
Okay.
Because we can't see.
You have to give us a...
This is my cupcake? Alrighty, and I get to taste this one. You got it? Of course you did. Okay, this could be...
Wait. At the same time. I'm rapid.
At the same time? Here we go. Okay, I got it.
Okay.
I got it. Ready?
These instructions are very clear.
Naima is about to wait. Get a feel.
Wait, I'm just tasting more frosting.
I think I know the flavor, but I just want to eat more cupcake.
Okay, take your time.
I'm gonna say this is a chocolate chip.
No, this is vanilla.
It is?
No, I think it's vanilla.
I think toast.
Where are you tasting chocolate chips? I think you're making that up. You're eating a different cupcake.
Wait. Oh my gosh. It has a taste that is this some nut something of the sort?
No.
No, I think this is vanilla. I don't know what
is this custard?
This is definitely a vanilla cupcake with a delicious icing that I can't stop eating.
Is this custard? Oh my gosh, it has a
how many guests should they have?
Okay, so you can let us know what
this is a yellow. Okay, go ahead.
No, I think it's vanilla.
Okay.
That one's vanilla for sure. I'm gonna say it's vanilla. What are you saying, Hortensia?
I'm saying it's a flavor that I can't tell.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
No.
Because it has a taste that I'm trying to pick up, but I'm not picking it up.
Okay.
So Kashikwa, what flavor is it?
It's red velvet.
Oh, it's what is it?
It's red velvet.
No, it's not vanilla. See? I know it's not vanilla.
I believe that's not a flavor. I think red velvet is a color.
But I mean, she would have been close with the chocolate because red velvet makes with chocolate, so.
I was so sure.
Yeah, so.
And I'm like making flavors up over there.
I told you, it's a flavor.
Okay. But you didn't get it either, so it's
know,
okay. We're gonna get this next one.
It's not vanilla.
Okay.
Thank you.
But Kashikwa, you can feel free to whisper in my ear and tell me what the next one is.
You want the napkin? Oh, no.
No, I'm just gonna put my cake.
You want
Okay.
You want it again?
The second one is out already? Or
no!
You're just trying to eat the same cupcake. You relax yourself.
Okay. I'm putting up the second one. No.
Okay, I thought the second one was out. That's why I was reaching for my second cake to taste.
That was yummy.
It was. That's why I told you it's not vanilla. My sisters bake cake, so I should know the flavors, which is bad.
Okay, so the second one is out now.
Okay.
Okay.
Right here.
Right here.
Okay. All right.
Peel.
This one feels like. I'm trying all my senses now. Smelling it just smells like cupcake. Okay.
This one tastes like a butter rum situation. Does this one have in rum? Oh my God.
Waiting for Naima.
This flavor is delicious. That's my flavor, delicious.
Oh my God. Is this vanilla now?
I think it's rum.
It has a rum of some sort. Is this a banana nut rum?
I'm just listening
Really?
to you
Banana
guys.
nut? There's no banana. I don't taste banana.
Okay, so it's the final.
Oh my gosh. This is rough. Oh my gosh.
Okay, so final guess.
I'm gonna say butter rum.
Butter rum.
That's my flavor. Butter rum.
I'm gonna say something with rum.
Okay, so it's Bailey's cupcakes.
Oh! So we went close.
I mean,
something
doesn't it count?
It doesn't count.
Okay, so you could put up the.
I want to see these beautiful cupcakes. Ooh. Oh, they're delicious. Oh. See, but the color on top is like butter rum. They're like, I think you guys are supposed to stop eating. No.
Because the frosting has in Bailey's as well. So it's the frosting also. Give it like, I think.
Yeah, I will tell you, for those of you who are at home and you cannot taste these delicious cupcakes, they are so moist and so flavorful. How can somebody place an order for these delicious cupcakes from Sassy K's?
Okay, so you can call or WhatsApp 665-5407, Facebook Sassy K's Cupcakes, Instagram SassyK_cupcakes.
And you sell your cupcakes by the dozen?
I sell by the dozen, but sometimes we have sales for the cupcakes or even the cinnamon rolls. This Friday we're having a sale with cinnamon rolls and cookies.
Okay, make sure you leave your number because I'm gonna be buying those cinnamon rolls this Friday.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Kashikwa. These were so good. I'm still eating the cupcakes.
I never stop eating. I'm so sorry. I never stop eating. I just eat.
Thank you for coming here. And everybody, of course, order from Sassy K's. We thank you for being here. Good morning on Good Morning SKN with us. And we will be right back for you guys. Sorry, you can't have the cupcakes, but you can order your own. We'll see you back at Good Morning SKN.
Greetings, my lovely people. I'm Chantel, residing in Taiwan. 12 hours time difference. It's nighttime here, morning time in SK. I'm busy and on the go. However, I always manage to keep up to date with what's happening in SK. All thanks to Good Morning SKN. Good morning SKN. Ciao, bango!
Everyone is encouraged to adopt a healthy and positive approach to daily life. Here are a few friendly reminders.
When you go to the local market and food vendors, remember to maintain a social distance of 6 feet or 2 meters apart. And always wear your mask.
Always keep your hands clean. Wash your hands with soap and water or use an alcohol-based hand sanitizer.
When dining, choose restaurants with staggered seating. This will lower the risk of transmission.
If you have a fever, cough, or other respiratory symptoms, please wear a mask and seek medical care immediately. Rest at home and do not visit the food vendors, local markets, or restaurants.
If you gradually use less salt, you will gradually want less salt. Eating less salty foods will reduce your cravings for salty foods. Let's get salt smart.
ever hear Earthquake call and say, "Hello, Miss Lee, yes, it's me, Earthquake, I coming Tuesday around 10? No, sir. Earthquake does arrive unannounced, and when it come, it shake all sense and sensibility out of we. Remain calm, stay inside, and do the DCH. Drop, cover, hold on. Once the shaking starts, you know it's earthquake. Make a quick move to a safe place. Don't run to the door, we are in the exit. Stairs might block up or full of people. Elevator, avoid that because you might get in and poof, power gone, and you're stuck in that box without ear. Take cover under a strong table or a bed, or crouch against an inside wall or in a corner, and cover your face and your head with your arms. Remember, DCH, drop, cover, hold on. Glass windows and doors, outside walls and doors in an earthquake, bad news. Take care yourself. Most injuries during earthquakes happen when something drop and hit people entering or exiting a building. Last thing, nobody run outside and ask, you feel it, you feel it? Remain calm, stay indoors until all the shaking stop, and do the DCH, drop, cover, hold on.
Dreamy Decor specializes in flowers for all events, from birthdays to weddings and any other special occasion. What's a better way to express to the people you love than by providing the finest selection of beautiful flowers and gifts? So when you think of flowers, think of us, Dreamy Decor.
Salt is an important part of the human diet, but most of us consume more than we realize.
You loosen up.
Loosen up.
Loosen up. Welcome back to Good Morning SKN. It is time to loosen up. We had a very engaging conversation with Amaya, a star athlete that hails from our Twin Island Federation. Amaya already has many accolades under her belt. Thus, she has inspired this discussion on the importance of talent recognition.
It is important. People like to be, what did we talk about love language yesterday? Affirmed.
Exactly.
For their accomplishments.
So when was the first time you were recognized for your talents?
It's interesting, I think, if you consider it a talent. I don't know. I think the first time I can remember being recognized would be maybe 8th grade.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I got a 8th grade, or what would be second form here, but 8th grade, I got an award for community involvement. I actually still have it, which is so crazy, really.
That's nice.
But yes, I do still have my award for community involvement, community and school involvement. That was the first one. I got a plaque in the assembly. Everybody clapped.
So do you have the plaque here with you?
I don't, but if I, yes, I do.
Okay.
I really did bring it. Like I really, it was my first award.
Aww,
I never really expect to get recognized for things.
That is so sweet. I can't actually remember my first recognition, to be honest. But once I did well in school, I would say my recognition came from my parents. I would get gifts, but I had to come first, because if I didn't come first,
you don't get anything.
No, you don't get anything.
I didn't get anything because I always came first.
And you didn't get anything?
No, because
I got a bike, I got a ring, a gold ring, I got everything when I came first.
The expectation was that I was to come first. So if I got like a B or a B minus, it'd be like, how did you get a B? Like a proper West Indian parent.
Parents was tough. They were tough people, but hey, we are the individuals we are today because of them. So thank you,
really,
parents.
really true. Yeah. So have you always felt validated for your strengths or your talents?
No, but I'm grateful that I'm not somebody that needs to be validated all the time, because I think if I live by validation, then I'll be a terrible soul. Because then if I don't get a compliment, then I'll feel really bad.
Yeah,
some persons are like that.
Yes.
Like when they don't get a compliment, they like drown in their own sorrow.
Do you think that's because they do it for the compliment?
Maybe and maybe not. Maybe some people just need to be affirmed, as you said.
Some people need to be affirmed.
Yeah.
I actually love affirmation, but I'm not very good at receiving compliments.
I think it's a woman thing, because sometimes I'd be like, oh, okay, and then I'm like, I'm supposed to say thank you.
Yes.
Yeah.
We have to work on that.
Yeah.
I'm very good at giving them, affirming others, but I don't always affirm myself.
Yeah.
So what would you say are some of your strengths and talents?
Ooh, what are some of my strengths? Speaking up, making people feel welcome, Bringing joy to people. I love that.
True,
I like
actually.
that.
That's true. I'm not gonna lie. That's true.
Bringing joy to people, and I do a lot of motivation via my WhatsApp status because I just think we live in a world where everything's rough. Even if I'm not feeling the vibe, I just put it up. Then eventually when I read through, I'll be like, okay, I'm feeling the vibe because I'm putting that vibe out there so the others can believe in themselves and push themselves.
That's really beautiful. That's a good strength. That's actually a very sincere strength of yours. That's something I've always felt from you. I remember when I used to fly on Leah and I would see Cortensia on my flight, I'd be like, oh! Like the whole sky opened up and then the flight was lovely. Everybody on the flight would be jealous of me because Cortensia would bring me special things. So nobody else could get coffee. I was in first class on Leah. If you didn't know there's a first class on Leah, I was in it. So,
oh my God.
Yeah, so, okay. That's very exciting.
And at work too, a lot of people complimented me on my speeches and the way I carried myself at work. So yeah, I got my affirmations. I'm like, yeah. Not saying thank you most of the time, but yeah.
Yeah, okay. So
what about you?
I think I have a lot of strengths and talents, but I think in this season of my life, I would say my strength and talent is my grace. Okay. I'm actually really learning grace and forgiveness.
Okay.
You know, we live in a society that requires us to have a lot of patience.
Oh man, yes.
And and in my work, so I'm learning to listen very well.
Aww.
And also to, I'm always been a good advocate for others, but I don't always advocate for my own self-care.
Why do we do that though?
I think I just grew up with that. I think growing up, a lot of the example that I had was a parent who was a helper, was always involved in helping organizations, sickle cell, HIV, you know, she was always interested. So I just kind of followed
along
in her path. So, so I think that's it. That's actually one of my most valued prizes I've ever got was actually I got a La Amiga Youth Award. That's the only award I've ever received in St. Kitts. And it was actually the award I'm the most proud of because, you know, I love my work with youth.
Yes.
I really love young people. So to be recognized by young people for the work that you do with them, I thought that was a really great honor. I actually keep that picture at home, and my girlfriend who's passed since, her name was Tajia, Souls Harmony. She actually, I remember it because we had an award ceremony. You could only bring two guests, and of course I brought my husband at the time and my mom, and she crashed it. She just showed up and she was like, who's gonna tell me no? I'm gonna come celebrate my friend for her work she does, you know?
Yeah.
So that's actually one of my most, I think, memorable awards that really stays with me.
That's so nice. Yeah. So the importance of discipline and owning your skills, as Maya mentioned, sometimes we get lazy and we don't want to do anything, which we do.
It's true.
But how do you bounce back when you feel lazy or you feel down?
For me, when I realize that I'm overwhelming myself and I'm not really being disciplined, I reset what I call my algorithm.
Okay.
And it's just the way that I organize my time. I set a set of goals and I make an agenda for the goal. I want to achieve it at this time. I have this many hours to achieve that goal in a week. How will I achieve it? Who will I check in with? Who can help me with the goal? So when I find that I'm not motivated or disciplined, then I usually know that it's time to what I like to call reset my algorithm.
Okay. I have to do the same thing. I have to listen to the motivational speeches or else I'll just lie there and waste all that time.
Yeah. But is it wasting time?
Yeah, it's wasting time because it's nothing productive. Yeah, because I'm just gonna listen to a bunch of crime stuff from 5 years ago. So it's wasting time because it's not adding anything to me. I'm just basically learning that people have sick minds. So that's not really good.
That's true, because we do really have to control what we look at and what we listen to.
And YouTube sucks you in. So once I lie down and I put in my headphones and I have that phone and I'm looking at YouTube, problems. So I have to come off.
So you'd say an important part of discipline is not getting distracted.
Yes.
Oh, I would agree with that.
Yeah.
I do get easily distracted.
All of us.
Yeah.
It's part of life.
It's part of life.
Yeah. So we just have to refocus, as you said, reset.
Yeah, more now because we have so many opportunities for distraction, and those really do affect our discipline.
Morbius.
This is the week of Morbius. I feel like we should be getting some special ads back from Marvel. They should be sending us something to be like, thank you for promoting our terrible movie. But we are here for you. A Good Morning SKN.
They're not gonna buy it.
So it's exciting to be prized and to be acknowledged for the work you do, but it's not the reason that you do the work.
No, exactly. So you shouldn't do your work all the time expecting to be praised. Just be humble in it and praise somebody else.
And praise somebody else.
Praise somebody else. So stay tuned. When we come back, our next guest will tell us all about the solid waste management and recycling project.
Yeah, very important project. Praise to them. Hey. We'll see you back with good.
I'm here to St. Kitts, Nevis. You don't know if I must represent for the Ministry of Health. Yeah. Respect the COVID protocols. In a time like this, all for one for all. St. Kitts, Nevis. Don't forget your mask. Wear it everywhere you go. Sanitize before and after everything you do. Cause you never know what's on the surface of the places you go. Maintain a safe social distance between me and you. Keep calm and stay focused. Don't be a fool, seek the facts first. And boost your immune system up. Don't wanna lose no more of us. Mask up, sanitize. Observe the protocols all about. Be wise. Mask up, sanitize. Me family fitting boat. And you.
Blessed love and greetings. This is Infamous, and I am here to encourage every Kittitian and Nivision to remember that we have our part to play in the fight against COVID-19. So sanitize, wear your face mask, practice social distancing, and go and get vaccinated. For me no know about you, but me love think it's bad. Easy no man.
Children, how can you tell a tsunami coming?
Teacher me.
Sammy?
My mother said when uncle jump in the pool and the water spoosh out, that's how you tell a tsunami coming.
Settle down, children, settle down. Do you remember our tsunami song?
Yes! When you feel it shaking and it's moving around, you see the ocean gone left with fish on the sand. You should run to hide on a tsunami soon come.
Mommy, Uncle not here and the other shake.
Hush your mouth.
Daddy, Uncle not here and the sea gone.
Who cares? You don't see all them free fish? Quick, give me the bag.
This is how you tell a tsunami a come. Teacher says so. I would have failed in school, you know.
Sammy, come, let me go. They would have failed anyhow. Let me run, see Sammy.
Where are you going? I just mopped the floor and now the chair leaving marks all over the place. Come on, go in bed, see? Sometimes I just can't take you on.
Violence is expressed in many ways. Most, unfortunately, go unreported or unaddressed for many reasons. If you or someone disabled is being abused, contact the police at 465-2241, social services at 467-1314, or the St. Kitts Nevis Association of Disabled Persons at 465-2151, 663-9077, or 663-4116. This message was brought to you by the Department of Gender Affairs in collaboration with the Pan American Health Organization, PAHO.
I wear a mask because I want to protect my child, but also I want to protect his classmates and his teachers.
I wear a mask because I care about the frontline workers who will have to work even harder if those around me get sick.
I wear a mask to protect my family. I wear a mask to protect you. I wear a mask because it is the right thing to do.
I wear a mask because I don't want to put any vulnerable individuals at risk, like my elderly loved ones.
I wear a mask because
we are all in this together.
These teen boys nowadays get me so upset. I see these teen girls with their big bellies and you want to tell me y'all couldn't protect her and yourself? Come on. Now don't tell me no stupidness about you feel embarrassed about getting a pack of condoms or asking somebody for one. That ain't nothing to be ashamed about. You should be proud that you are making a wise decision, but you still have to abstain from having sex with someone under the age of consent. If your boys are pressuring you to have sex and you don't want to, then don't. You are in charge of your life, not them. I heard another one saying it's sweeter without a condom. But my granny always told me, no glove, no love. So let me tell you something. It's sweeter to have money in your pockets and not have to support a child at that young age. Before I say anything else, the best way to prevent teenage pregnancy is to abstain. In other words, no do it. Let me talk to the big men troubling underage girls.
Why you sleeping with your daughter? You not live clean. Your girl at 16 and your daughter at 13. So y'all look me, but me know in that big man no deal with back pan back.
You understand where I'm coming from, right?
This message was brought to you by Project Viola through the Department of Gender Affairs with support from the Basic Needs Trust Fund and the Caribbean Development Bank.
Welcome back. You're watching Good Morning SKN. And as we continue with this morning's program, we're very excited to have the St. Kitts and Nevis Solid Waste Management and Recycling Project with us today. And the Solid Waste Management and Recycling Project is a step towards building a framework to address waste disposal practices. Next month, in honor of World Environment Day, there will be the launch of a recycling campaign on the 4th of June here in St. Kitts on the 11th of June in Nevis. And the campaign is a partnership between the federal government of St. Kitts and Nevis and the government of the Republic of China on Taiwan. To tell us more about this, we warmly welcome Joyce Chang, the project coordinator of the Recycling Project, and Kenny Manning, coordinator of the St. Kitts Sustainable Destination Council, or the SDC. Welcome. Kenny, and welcome, Joyce. How are you?
Good.
Yes, very exciting to have you here. So tell us about the upcoming recycling competition being held with the St. Kitts Sustainable Destination Council.
Okay, that's great. Hello everyone, I'm Joyce and I'm Taiwan Technical Mission and we're working on recycle project. So the good news is from the next month, June, we will do the recycle in St. Kitts and Nevis. So first we would like to celebrate the environmental days. So in June 4th, morning time, we will be in the Newtown playfield and we will be there, so you can bring your plastic bottles or metal cans for us. And the top 10 person, we will give you some prize. So I will, and not only for St. Kitts, but we also working on for Nevis. So in Nevis, it will be the June 11. Also morning time, we will be the Delta petroleum gas station, and we also will be there. So trying to bring your recyclable for us. And what is the price? Probably people is curious about.
Yes, we would like to know. So what are the winning prizes?
Okay, so let me show all of that. So first we also provide that spoon, forks, a set. So we will provide a 3 winner for.
Recycle. It's very nice. Okay, so I see. So this is for people to be more conscious. So instead of us using plastics, we should all really walk with our own container, with our own utensils.
And I like that. Look.
I love that. I have these metal straws at home. I love them.
Oh, so you've started recycling.
I
Look
do.
at you.
I try to, when I even go out for drinks, which isn't that often, to really bring my own cup because you'd use plastic after plastic. I have a lot of plastic guilt.
That is good stuff. We can own our, spoon and also the forks,
Oh, I like that. That's a really great, that's a really great prize.
And some, the gift will be the recycle bin. Actually, it's kind of the bag.
Oh, yes.
But actually, it can be at your home. So you can put it on your home and you can sort the waste. Then you can bring the recyclable for us. So it's also a gift. We will give you a set. So like a plastic, metal, paper, different categories. So also
those prizes look good.
And the other one is the top 3 person, we will get the bottles.
Okay. So, I like this bottle.
So
it's a sexy bottle.
So we would like to encourage people to bring their own bottles, not use the plastic bottles.
A lot of plastic bottles. We do use a lot of plastic bottles in St. Kitts and Nevis. We do a lot of ways.
And also the other gift is this one big bag.
Yes.
Okay, so
this bag's kind of fresh.
And the bag, actually they have 3
compartments.
Yes, so people can people they can bring the recyclable forms by different categories.
So what would be the Kenny? What would be the 3 categories that you would put in these? So glass.
Yes, glass, plastics, and metal cans.
Okay. So Kenny, how does this initiative tie in with the SDC's Plastic Free Initiative?
Well, SDC has been promoting the Plastic Free July for the past 6 years now. We try to encourage people to go plastic free as much as possible. Of course, probably now you probably would have heard that there's also a ban coming to single-use plastic bag. But let me back up. Let me tell you what SDC actually is. It's an advisory.
And I'm sure a lot of our viewers
probably don't. It's an advisory body to the Ministry of Tourism. It promotes sustainability, sustainable living. It focuses on the 3 Ps: people, planet, and prosperity. Because we want it to be a symbiotic relationship. We don't want to focus on, we want to save the trees, save the animals, and people can't walk. We can't make any money, we can't live comfortably. We're trying to strike a balance. So that's what we're trying to do. We have partners in public, private, government entities, as well as NGOs. We also have members such as the Chamber of Industrial Commerce, who try to promote, try to work along with us. And we saw an opportunity to work with Ms. Chan and Joyce to help promote recycling. Because as you know, tourism is the mainstay of our country. We have beaches and our parks and littered and being polluted, especially with plastics. But this affects the wildlife, especially food source, marine, the plants, the turtles.
The turtles, the turtles.
Definitely.
And
that's why we partner with her. Actually, we're open to partner with anybody and anyone who wants to promote these kind of activities and just help make things more sustainable.
And keep it beautiful. So Joyce, when was the recycling project launched and what activities has taken place thus far?
So, okay, first we would like to do the recycle competition for first correction, but the good news actually is not only one time.
Okay.
Yeah, so in the future, start from June, okay, we will regular to correct our recyclables.
Okay.
So first, I would like to say in St. Kitts, we set up 3 locations, which will be the Curry and Buckley's, and also Deer Bay.
Okay.
Yeah. So for Curry and Buckley's will be on Tuesday.
Okay.
And every Tuesday, so we will stay there like a whole day from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m.
Okay.
Okay. And in Deer Bay, we will be last Saturday or for every month.
Okay.
So we will be there, and we encourage people to bring the recyclable for us. And we also design a reward card.
Oh,
okay.
Nice.
So if you bring, 1 pound recyclable for us, you will get 1 point.
Okay.
We will give you points. And if you collect more points, then you can, get some like a reward I showed before.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's a small card.
I see that. Joyce, you don't know how competitive we are. You don't know what you just started, Joyce. I'm here thinking, how much garbage can I get my recyclables? I can get my card filled out before Hortensia.
Yeah.
I'll get mine filled out before you.
Okay, so we're here speaking with STC and of course Joyce Chang from the Embassy of the Republic of China in Taiwan, and we will return. And when we get back, Kenny, we're going to want to ask you if we can really go plastic free.
Yeah. Sure.
See you back in a few minutes on Good Morning SKN after the break.
You ever hear Earthquake call and say, "Hello, Miss Lee, yes, it's me, Earthquake, I coming Tuesday around 10? No, sir. Earthquake does arrive unannounced, and when it come, it shake all sense and sensibility out of we. Remain calm, stay inside, and do the DCH. Drop, cover, hold on. Once the shaking starts, you know it's earthquake. Make a quick move to a safe place. Don't run to the door, we are in the exit. Stairs might block up or full of people. Elevator, avoid that, because you might get in and poof, power gone, and you're stuck in that box without ear. Take cover under a strong table or a bed, or crouch against an inside wall or in a corner, and cover your face and your head with your arms. Remember, DCH, drop, cover, hold on. Glass windows and doors, outside walls and doors in an earthquake, bad news. Take care yourself. Most injuries during earthquakes happen when something drop and hit people entering or exiting a building. Last thing, nobody run outside and ask, you feel it, you feel it? Remain calm, stay indoors until all the shaking stop, and do the DCH, drop, cover, hold on.
Has anyone ever touched you here, here, or here? Well, these are actually bad touches, not good ones. And so, if anyone ever touches you in these areas or anywhere else that makes you uncomfortable, you must say no, then go and tell. Say it with me. Say no, then go and tell.
This message was brought to you by the Department of Gender Affairs in collaboration with Probation and Child Protection Services, the Ministry of Health, and the Pan American Health Organization.
Most people consume excess salt from processed foods, such as snack foods, processed meats, instant meals, and condiments.
Instead, use fresh vegetables, ground provision, fresh meats, and natural herb seasonings, just like our grandparents did, and just like you did with this soup. We are Salt Smart.
Welcome back to Good Morning SKN. We are speaking with Joyce Chang, the project coordinator of the Solid Waste Management and Recycling Project, and Kenny Manning, coordinator of the St. Kitts Sustainable Destination Council. Before we continue our discussion, we are going to play a game. So, Joyce, can you tell us what we're going to do?
So, I prepared some garbage. Okay, you can easy to see at your home. Today, we would like to play more, trying to let you know what can recycle, what cannot recycle. So the game, we can see on the table, we have several things, right? So I would like to,
what can recycle?
Yeah.
Okay, we can each pick a thing? Okay.
Sure.
Something that can recycle or can't? I'm going to choose something that can recycle.
Okay, you choose can.
Can?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to choose this can recycle.
Okay.
I'm going to put that here.
This. Okay.
Let's put our recycles here.
Okay, or maybe you choose one is can, one is cannot.
These are cans.
Okay, let's you can have some teamwork.
Okay, and I think
what else we can recycle? I think this can.
This can, but this can't. I think that can't.
Okay.
Really?
I think it can because I reuse those. I take them back to the shop.
I reuse this too. That's my favorite.
Yeah, I take these back to the shop that I get them from.
Okay.
And they reuse them. I think that, but it has stuff in it that maybe can't. I think this can.
Okay.
I'm not going to use any of, I don't know. Can we recycle these plastics? I'm not sure. I'm going to use the can.
Ooh, I was going for that next.
Okay, I think these cannot recycle.
Okay.
Yeah,
I think these cannot.
I'm not entirely sure this can't recycle. I'm gonna say this can recycle. I'm gonna be ambitious. Every part of it looks plastic. Plastic.
Okay.
So that's my last.
So these are the These
we
can.
Think those can.
Okay.
And these can. I hope you're gonna tell me plastic bags can recycle because I have about 999 of them.
Okay, but I have a small question. Why you think this is cannot?
Why do you think they can't?
Why?
Because they're plastic. I don't know.
But they are also plastic.
Plastics.
Yeah, why is cannot recycle?
See?
No, I didn't say that. Yeah, why didn't say
This is wrong.
She just wants to win. I'm just curious why
why I think they can't be recycled?
Yes.
Yeah.
Why?
Because I don't think plastics really, how should I put it?
Plastic bags?
What's the word? Disintegrate the way they should. So I think that's why. That's my answer. I don't know.
And I was thinking that this didn't. I don't know what made me think. Maybe it's a different kind of plastic. I don't know. That made me think that maybe that would not recycle because it's a different kind of plastic. Looks delicious though. Steamed buns, love those.
Okay.
Yeah. And I don't think that those can recycle. No, the styrofoam. Okay. I know they put a lot of bad things in the environment though.
Yeah, that's because we don't normally recycle styrofoam.
How do we do?
Okay, so I give you a hint. Actually, it also help us to know it can recycle or not recycle.
Okay.
So for plastic, actually we have 7 categories.
Okay.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. So actually, if it can be recycled, normally they have a triangle logo.
Yes, I saw that in there.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you can have a look like these bottles. Normally they in the bottle they have a triangle.
I saw that on this one.
Yeah. So actually they have a triangle.
There's a little recycling triangle, everybody.
Yeah, triangle. So if you see the bottles, they have a triangle, which means it can be recycled for
that one
sure.
Has one?
Okay.
Yeah, that's
on the side.
Okay.
Yeah,
on the side.
Yeah. So sometimes it's a bottle, but sometimes they will just show up.
Yes, the actual recycling.
Yeah.
I remember that in these.
Yeah, and for cans normally will not show. Some yes, but normal for most cans or the food can. It can be recycled for sure. So just plastic easy for.
And do people have to wash them and get them clean first? Because I know people just send their dirty cans. And I learned once in the UK you can't recycle dirty.
Correct.
Yeah.
So let me you point out very good information. So actually we encourage people when you finish all the bottles, trying to clean it out and make sure it's dry.
Yes.
And the best way you can do is trying to reduce the volume.
Okay.
Yeah, so then you can have more space.
Okay.
Yeah,
to fit more recycled stuff.
Yes, and then put it in different bins, not a garbage bin.
Yes.
Trying to put it in so that the waste then bring the recyclable for us.
Okay,
yeah.
and it will still weigh the same amount if you squish it up, okay? You can still win the competition.
Yeah. And for this, why it cannot recycle? Okay, so you can see most we go to shopping bag, they don't have the triangle logo.
No.
Yeah. And see, this doesn't have.
Oh,
also,
right.
Yeah, also like this.
They don't have.
Yeah, they don't have a triangle. So actually, because this plastic, the material is too soft to be recycled. That's why, unfortunately, it will go to landfill. Yes. So that's why we encourage all of you, if you go to supermarket, trying to bring your
reusable
own
bags.
bag. Yes. And
or also reuse our plastics?
Yes, correct. Reuse that. And also, we are easy to see this one, right? Yes. Okay. So actually, this is xylophone and it's made by plastic, but unfortunately, same the reason it's hard to recycle. So we encourage you, if it's very clean, actually you can correct that and send back to the chicken farm.
Like
I really
do.
So they will reuse. But if it's already dirty or so it should just go landfill.
Okay. So Kenny, can we actually go back to our question, plastic free? How do we do that?
Yeah.
Well, of course, you can do your own part at home, but as we were saying before, that we need a national effort to get that done, which the government have to step in, make some rules, regulations. Also, they have to take consideration trade agreements with other entities that sell plastics to us. So that's being done. Actually, today I think the Department of Environment is going on doing consultations with persons, getting sensitized, getting data, present to the government can make a firm decision as to how to move forward. It's a question that everyone uses plastic bags. It's not something you can just change overnight.
No.
The people in the environment should understand and make sure we have things in place to make them more comfortable so they can adjust. I'm saying for us at the Ministry of Tourism, because I actually work in the Ministry of Tourism, I'm just a member of STC. We promote sustainability and plastic free because, as I said, tourism is a lifestyle. In fact, my group I work on STC is called Plastic Be Gone subcommittee. And this month, we said we have a series of activities lined up to promote the banning the reduction of single-use plastics. We're going to have panel discussions, we have a march. We're also trying to get the message out through the partying community. Trying to music festival involved. We get the message out there. Music festival, everyone drinks a bottle of water.
So much waste.
So we're trying to partner with Joyce to hopefully get something in place so we can collect some of those this year.
Good stuff.
Well, I'm going to win, so I'll be taking my recycled to the music festival. That will be me with that one. You'll see me and you'll be like, she did win.
So that's basically what we're trying to do right now. I guess we're open to partner just about anyone to get the word out and make things a reality.
All right. Do the right thing.
So what else can we expect in the future from this project that you guys coordinated on?
So first, we would like to tell more people for the recycle activity. So I hope get your help. So trying to deliver this message to your friend, to your family, even your neighbor. So encourage them to do the recycle at their home and bring recyclable for us. And we will continue to the promotion to tell more people, like this is good timing to tell people, but we also will have some events during like a music festival or some like camp. So we can use more events to sell the recycle concept for people.
And as we end this segment, I just want you to one more time let people know where they can go for this recycling competition. Can you give us the dates and the locations just one last time quickly for our viewing audience so they know what they need to do to participate in this project?
Okay, so for competition, in St. Kitts, it will be June 4th. Newtown Playfield. And in Nevis, it will be June 11th in Delta Petroleum. Delta Petroleum.
Gotcha.
And also for the regular recycle activity, it's not only one time. In the future, in St. Kitts, every Tuesday we will be curling.
In Connery.
Connery.
Where in Connery would we be?
It will be nearby the roundabout bus stop.
Got you.
Okay. And also bucket list in front of Best Buy.
Okay.
And also every Saturday, every month, last Saturday, we will be Delta Bay.
Okay.
And in Nevis, every 2 Friday, we will be Delta Petroleum. And also Big Six in the Ginger Land.
Big Six, okay.
And also Astro gas station Astro, and also the other one is Old Artium Village in Charlestown.
Okay. And can we find this information on the tourism website or the SDZ website?
We have our website in Facebook. So trying to search Let's Recycle in St. Kitts and the Nevis. And we will update all the information.
Okay, search Let's Recycle in St. Kitts and Nevis.
Yeah, that's the
and
website.
we will return, having taught you this much important information about recycling, with Good Morning SKN right after the break.
If you gradually use less salt, you will gradually want less salt. Eating less salty foods will reduce your cravings for salty foods. Let's get salt smart.
I going out tonight. I got a hot date. He older than me, but I don't care. I like what he telling me. He say I look sweet and thing. What? You want me go home with him? Nice. Boy, I wonder if I'm ready for this. I notice he ain't got a condom, but I gonna go ahead, see? He might think me ain't like him or trust him. Plus, this my first time. Nothing gonna happen to me. Lord, how could I let this happen? I ain't ready for no child. Who gonna support me and my child? My man gone jail and mommy and daddy said they ain't gonna help. I all on my own. How could I be so careless? I wish I could go back to that now. But my education on hold. How could I let this happen?
Don't let this happen to you. Contact the Department of Gender Affairs to find out about confidential offices and personnel available to answer questions about your sexuality or pre- or postnatal concerns.
This message was brought to you by Project Viola through the Department of Gender Affairs with support from the Basic Needs Trust Fund and the Caribbean Development Bank.
Good morning, this is Carol from Lux Carnival and I listen to Good Morning SKN.
Welcome back to Good Morning SKN as we close out today. And are we saying goodbye to our guest host?
We are saying goodbye.
This is our last
This time for real. This
For
is
real,
a
for real?
Yeah,
Okay.
For real. I'm sure I'll be back at another time, but this is it for me this week. You're gonna have another surprise this week.
Surprise!
Such a surprise, and it's not me.
Alrighty, with that said, we would like to say thank you for joining us this morning. We invite you to, and we remind you to, follow us on all of our social media platforms. This includes Facebook, Instagram, and of course YouTube, all at Studio 327 Inc. Remember to like, subscribe, follow, and share.
Leave us a comment and let us know what was your favorite part of today's show. And we will see you tomorrow at 8 a.m. when you start your morning with Good Morning SKN.
Have a fabulous day, guys.
Fabulous day.
And remember